Matin, landing at an airport. And never being allowed to leave? No country accepts you. No passport works. No government claims you. Now imagine living like that for 18 years. This is the unbelievable true story of the man who lived inside an airport terminal longer than most people stay in a house. And the craziest part, Hollywood turned his life into a movie. For the real story is even stranger. His name was Mehran Karimi Nasseri. He was born in Iran in 1945. As a young man, he claimed his mother was British, and he tried to move to the United Kingdom to start a new life. But during his travels in Europe in the late 1980s, something life-changing happened. His documents were lost. Some say stolen. Some say misplaced. Without proof of nationality. Without a valid passport. He became something terrifying, stateless. And that's when his nightmare began. In 1988, Nasseri arrived at Charles de Gaulle Airport in Paris. He was trying to fly to London. Port without proper documents, British authorities refused him entry and sent him back to France. There's the problem. France wouldn't let him enter either, because technically he had no legal identity. He couldn't go forward. He couldn't go back. So he stayed. At first, it seemed temporary. Days turned into weeks. Weeks into months. Months into years. He set up his life in Terminal 1, and that airport became his home. For nearly 2 decades, Nasseri lived in the same terminal. He slept on a red plastic bench. He washed in airport bathrooms. He kept his belongings in a trolley. Airport workers started to know him. Some brought him food. Others gave him magazines. He spent his days reading newspapers, writing in journals, watching travelers come and go. Imagine seeing thousands of people start their journeys, while yours never moves. He became something of a local legend. Journalists visited him. Travelers took pictures. People couldn't believe someone could live like this. But here's where the story gets even stranger. After years of legal battles, French authorities finally offered him residency papers. He could leave. He could have an apartment. He could start over. But he refused. Why? Some say after years in the airport, it had become his identity. Others believe his mental health had deteriorated. He had built a world inside that terminal. Outside was uncertainty. Inside was routine. So he stayed. Not because he had to, but because he chose to. In 2004, his story inspired the movie The Terminal starring Tom Hanks. But the film romanticized the story. In real life, there was no grand love story. No dramatic escape. Just a man caught between governments. Eventually, in 2006, after 18 years, he was hospitalized and finally left the airport. He later lived in shelters in Paris, and in 2022, he returned to the same airport and passed away there, in the place that had once trapped him, and somehow become his home. His story forces a strange question. Is freedom just about being allowed to leave? Or is it about feeling like you belong somewhere? Let me know in the comments. Could you survive living in an airport for 18 years? And if you enjoy true stories that sound like fiction, subscribe. Because sometimes, reality is stranger than any movie.